Good morning, sunshine. I hope that you slept well, and I hope today's going to be an amazing day for you. This is your daily insight on life and love for September 4th, 2020, also being timeless. So wherever you're pulled to this in time, it might have some sort of a message for you. Well, that being said, yes, as always, it's general, it's collective, it's not going to make sense to everybody. So if it doesn't fit, don't force it. You can either let it fall away, or you can ask questions about booking your own personal reading. Yes, the coronavirus sale is still going strong, still going amazingly. And, well, I suppose let's kick this off. Yeah, again, general, collective, don't force it if it doesn't. This is what we're starting this off with. So when I shuffled, this is what came out of the deck immediately, and this is what finished it out. The basis of this is huge shift in priorities. Everyone is feeling extremely overly emotional, but grateful. There's such a level of gratitude in this one. I feel like everybody is coming together in their own little groups, tribes, whatever the hell it might be. There's a huge message of healing in this. There's a lot of blue going with the throat chakra, healing energy, taking a lot of the blocks off, getting back into the swing of what looks to be your life force. So that's where all this reprioritization and need for each other is coming in. I get it, you're independent, you're whole in yourself, all of those amazing things. But I think you're just happy to be alive and happy to reach out to each other, and seeing where you may have gotten in your own way in your life, and there's stagnance and self-sabotage. And what I'm feeling from this is, first off, you know that the road ahead of you is long. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort, but I see that this being worth your while, because I feel like it's witnessing there it is. Witnessing just how differently your life could have gone if you didn't procrastinate, self-sabotage, or get stuck in that sense of I want to say homeostasis. Yeah, it's all coming together. I see that there's a huge outpouring of emotions. Everybody is intense with it, and you're cutting through all the BS. You're letting bygones be bygones, as long as it's, not without responsibility, and just really coming back together. This is what we're kicking this reading back off with. And we have the Lion in this. I think the Venus is in Leo right now, which can speak to personal relationships. There's a lot of healing that's going into personal relationships. There might be somebody reaching out through email or text message, and that's up to you whether or not you want to reconcile such a connection. But I see a lot of you letting down your guard and going for like that big hug, that big embrace. So do what comes naturally and act accordingly for yourself. Again, your individual storyline is going to be really detailed, in depth, and intense for you. So if this doesn't fit, you don't have to keep in connection with somebody from the past just because of the history there. Your priority is your priority. And you know what? I feel it's mandatory to tell you, you don't need to explain yourself away. So, what does your higher self want to tell you about this situation that's coming into play? Ungrounded authority and completely out of line with you, out of alignment in addition to that. I see that you're coming out on top. You are leading the way. This is heart healing. It's about establishing your own sense of value and worth. And I think this is going to be a kind of cool new empowerment for you. Something that is worth guarding, in your opinion. It's healing over the codependency of the heart. And again, these connections don't have to be romantic, but I do see that this is something where it's intimate. And again, that doesn't have to be romantic. It's how open you have been to the connection. You're doing the healing over the codependency of what the heart was, these false expectations of yourself or others, the false projection onto yourself or another person. We're standing in our truth, seeing how some things are unfounded, ungrounded, not worth investing in, taking a new chance on something else. And there's a lot of sacral chakra energy on this one, so I think it's relieving your nerves, and it's taking your nerves and jumping forward into something what seems to be really new, something that is lighthearted, celebratory, and all around positive. It feels like something that's worthy of a celebration in your life. And really, I feel like it's personal for you. You know, everyone's been going through some sort of an ascension. Everyone has been going through stripping out what is not an authentic priority for them. And it's also working with foundations. I'm getting that from the 4 on here. It's your support. It's the ground that you stand on in a very figurative way. And seeing who's going to be there for the party with you. This is a small dose of loyalty, and I think that might be incredibly new for you. And it's pure, it's innocent. It doesn't have a lot of baggage with it, and I feel like it can lay it all out before you too. It's being mindful of the mountain ahead. Keep your eye focused on the step in front of you. In addition to that, any misstep, it can actually lead you to some sort of a fall on your part. But even if you were to fall, it's important to remember, get yourself back up. You have to realize how important you are and how you are the savior of yourself. A lot of ground energy on this one. It's really important to ground right now. You can get lost with your head in the clouds. I'm thinking that it's not a real probability of you getting lost in the clouds with this one. I think that it's a merriment of you being grounded, forgiveness, and embracing something. And again, if forgiveness is not in the realm of possibility where you actually reconcile a connection with whatever the person or situation is, the forgiveness comes about in a way to free you of that. There's 2 ways that you can do it. And you will know exactly how you're supposed to behave in that one. There's no wrong way to go about this. There's always positivity or a learning lesson. And if something isn't okay in the moment, it doesn't mean that it won't be okay. It's going to take time. So that's what your higher self wants to tell you. So I want to see what is coming up to be healed right now. Let's check it out. Signs. Picking it up. For God's sakes, it's right in front of you. Something is being very strongly pointed out to you. I feel like it's almost a net to catch you. What's coming up is for you to be grounded. A lot of you haven't been doing your grounding work recently, which is causing that sense of agitation, mindlessness, that fog, maybe even heightened nerves and anxiety. Spirit's telling you, you have to do your grounding work. It's trying to guide you out of yourself so you can go and get centered. Maybe you have to put your feet in water. Maybe you have to let your feet hit the earth and just get into that biorhythm. You have signs that are being put well before you, but it's like you're blind to them. You're looking for something so obvious when it's right in front of you. It kind of reminds me when I was making deviled eggs for a family member earlier, and I couldn't find the mayonnaise, and it was right in front of me. Like, it was right in front of me. Like, I could have grabbed it. It was in arm's reach. Couldn't find it. And they were pointing to it. Still couldn't find it. It was right in front of me. They actually had to pick it up. Well, one of them did. Had to pick it up and hand it to me. It wasn't there in my view. It's something that you search so hard for and you totally miss. It's something right under your nose. The spiritual growth is not looking for everything to be so in your face and so dramatic. It's in your hands and it is subtle. Trust that Spirit's not trying to make a grand old show of it. It's part of your storyline. When you pose a question out into the universe on which direction you're going to go, what role a person is going to play in your life, there's always some sort of an answer. It's trusting when it's being said to you, learning how to listen to the signs and not let it scare you. If a sign is scaring you, then this is something that you need to potentially turn away from, because it's meant to guide you, not to hold you back. But obviously there is a point of keeping yourself safe, so check the reason why it's scaring you. Not telling you to go actively play with sharks. I mean, come on. So this is what's coming up to be healed. Your faith and trust in the universe and how a sign is being gifted to you. It might be a billboard at times. I've seen that happen. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. Okay, well, that is a sign, yes. But it's more along the lines of, I'm giving you something in my hand. Here it is, take it. You're looking for a red ribbon. All right. Somebody will cross your path and they'll have a red ribbon barrette in their hair. It's something as subtle as that. Pay attention to your story unfolding right before you, underneath your nose. It's talking about how you're not in alignment yet. You are getting there. And let's see. There needs to be some sort of airing out in the home. And there needs to be cleansing that's going on at your home base. Getting some fresh air. It feels really stagnant. And there's a block between you and spirit, it looks like. Why is there? Oh, it could be because you're not freaking trusting it. I see you moving on to calmer waters. Your life is about to get calm. It's about to lose a sense of edge to it, which I think is really about recuperation for you. If you look at this card, the waves in front of it are incredibly wavy. It's crashing all alongside of it. It's jarring. Look at the water over here. This is where you're going. You're getting away from what feels like an intense mindset situation even, and you're being guided to it. This person is bringing them to their more calm destination. These two are recuperating right here. And if you see the swords in the boat, it feels like nothing can get through it. It feels protected. You'll get to where you're going, not completely unscathed, but you're going to get there and you'll be fine. You'll be rested. You'll have a sense of security there. And then we have the Five of Wands and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is saying defend yourself. You don't probably have to do it in a physical way, but there's ungrounded authority. It feels like an issue of power, an issue of misuse of power. So something feels like it might have a word over you. Let's call it out for what it is. This is not authentic authority over you, unless, you're dealing with the law, and, be mindful of that. So this is you sticking up for yourself, knowing what is completely against your nature and against your path, against your best judgment. Sticking up for yourself. So if you continue on this road, what is the likely outcome? Let's see. The Devil. What is he doing there? The Ten of Pentacles. Yes. So these two are the basis of it. This is the starting point, ending point of the base of this part of the reading. I'm not seeing this as bad. I'm seeing it as you finding that sense of control and drive. You have what seems to be a large task at hand. And I see that it feels rather overwhelming. I feel like you're going to push through any sense of overwhelm. The thing is, you have to understand you're already doing this. You're already in this mix. You've already had the initiation. This, it's all about the stamina of it. So I do see that there is, let's see, winning for you, protecting the outcome, finding yourself evolve into something that is much more solid and grounded. And it's a mixture of base chakra and solar plexus chakra. So there's security in getting rid of the nerves, getting rid of something that feels like it can be taken away from you. The best part about this is that solid ground base chakra. This is really, it's all about you being the enforcer in this, therefore standing firm in your power and not giving it away to another person or situation. Therefore, it can't just be taken away from you. You're zoning in on the situation. You're in love with the situation. You're in love with your newfound sense of power. And this is something that has almost a community networking thing with it. So I feel like you and your light is connecting to someone else and their light. It's like these lighthouses that are watching out for each other, signaling to each other, and it's lighting the way for all of these massive ships to come in. And I see that, let's see, this is something where it's stronger and you work as a team while not losing your sense of identity, not losing your sense of power and strength, and growing, evolving, being an empire. Empire actually feels like a really big word to use in this. You're focused and you are loving this. It is empowering. It is fulfilling. Fulfillment is massive right now. And I feel like there's a lot of soulful fiber in this. It's getting things moving in your life. The best part about this is it's all coming from you. It's not anyone coming in to rescue the day. You are finding out your true source of power and you are owning it. A lot of Capricorn energy, very black and white. It is or it is not. And I see that it is for you. It is going to be done. It is you, all about you. So let's see. Spirit, can I get closing message for you watching this? Serendipity and the thinker. So these are the base parts of this one. If you try and micromanage the situation and how these opportunities and how these prosperity moments come into your life, you're going to miss the serendipity of it all. The point is to surrender and actively push yourself and work on yourself. And when you see the opportunity, that's when you step into it. The thinker is you are overthinking the situation. You're losing the joy of the journey that really doesn't have a true destination. It's pit stops along the way in this entire scheme of life of yours. It's really important to understand that no matter how long this life is for you, it is not something that has short term around it. Yes, I can always say that you are obviously this infinite being going through this entire soul evolvement. Your journey here on the planet is met with a million serendipitous moments, a lot of gifts that are being given to you. And when you witness it without overanalyzing the entire situation, pay attention how you feel in the moment, how your soul feels. Is it authentic? What are any sort of little hinges that you would want to look into? Don't overthink it. You're in transition. I feel like you're just about out of it. Yeah, you're mainly in the new world with this one. So you have to reestablish what your happy is. What made you happy before isn't going to make you happy moving forward. You are a totally different person than you have been. If you wanted the same things that you had wanted, you wouldn't need to be here. You would have already settled for that. What I love about this is I'm really glad that you didn't get what you thought that you had wanted. There's a lot bigger and a lot more substantial quality situations and things that are coming in a very spiritual and materialistic kind of way. It's up to you to find your key to unlock that happiness. Nobody's going to be able to fulfill that happiness for you. All of this is derived from yourself. You have to let go of the idea that you find fulfillment on the outside. You find it on the inside and it's mirrored on the outside. So right now you're looking at all those blocks as to why you had been so unhappy. It's all that shadow work. I got it. I'm sick of hearing about it too. I totally understand that you are. But it's every block as to why you couldn't be as happy as you are, why you couldn't be as fulfilled as you are. And everyone's coming to that reckoning in their life. And that's why they're throwing down their weapons and coming to what seems to be an embrace with each other. What you thought you wanted and you didn't get, I am grateful for, because what is incoming, what is becoming is so much more quality driven. So then we have Go the Distance and Regeneration as the final cards of this reading. You are reborn, you are rebirthed, you are in a way completely stripped of all those hidden aspects of yourself, all your secrets, all of your supposed shame, whatever you wouldn't want to share. This is something that you're stripped of. So you enter in this new life, this new mindset, concept, completely new, virginal, like a newborn baby. Now you have to learn how to live again, which is where all this happiness is coming from, because you have the wisdom of the old, yester years, time, what may be. And now you have new opportunities, and this has long-term all around it. All right, final card, Spirit. Don't resist what's meant for you. If it keeps coming up, then there's still a lesson in the situation. You'll discover what that is when you sit there and you look at it and you sit with it and you feel it. Then you can let it go and move on to the next thing. I really hope that this reading made sense. Again, this is for September 4th, 2020, also being timeless. So wherever you're pulled to it in time. And if you're new to the channel, I hope that you enjoy the show. Sometimes it gets really colorful here. I'm fully aware of that. So I hope that you hang out, enjoy the show, and make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Also, if there's a thumbs up down below, I think there is. There might be. It's probably somewhere hidden near a thumbs down. Don't hit that. There's a thumbs up. I'm pretty sure of it. So if you see that, go ahead, hit it. Let me know what's up. And if you have questions about booking your own personal reading, go ahead and reach out. My email address is going to be in the description, and you can also find me on any social platform. Just look for the name. I look forward to talking with you all. I hope that this finds you well. And until next time, stay safe and have fun. Bye for now.